I guess we're really interested in working with people that are already in an established organisation but have recognised that things need to change. You know, people who are up there making the decisions in board meetings, needing to deal with that level of relentless pressure, because after all, Kath and I have both been in those places, but what we've got now is a whole set of tools to make all of that far, far easier. So it needn't be that sort of, get up in the morning and feel like shit. What am I going to do today? How am I going to get through it? Because actually, you know you can do it, and you know you've got the right team around you. And it's just like you share that vision, you share that word with them, and they go, yeah, I get that, I buy into that. And also actually starting to really shift, make those radical changes. So I think it's Ray Anderson, the guy from the carpet company in Canada. I mean, we want people like that who've realised, you know what, I don't want to keep on polluting the rivers and the places that I live in, but I'm not really quite sure how to do it. And what do you mean just by changing myself I can shift the entire culture of my company? And it's absolutely true, because if you want to talk models, there's a really great heuristic being a framework, which looks at like levels of development. Level 1 is the sort of black and white, it's either I'm right, you're wrong, it's my way or the highway kind of thing. Absolutely hopeless, but there's lots of people who can probably all identify in that place. Then sort of level 2 is kind of, okay, I recognise there's other people out there, there might be another perspective, another way of doing that, but it's still, so it's a bit wider, but it's still like that. Level 3 is like, okay, how can I empower you to be your best self? How can I encourage you to bring more of your whole self into this boardroom, for example? And then level 4, which very few people get to, is, I guess, an example of someone who did would be someone like Nelson Mandela in his later life. That is where you've got that panoramic 360 vision of everything that's going on. You know when to draw in that story from your childhood that your nan told you at the bedside or whatever. You could just know exactly what's needed at any given time, because you've got access to all those resources. You're plugged in to that whole interconnection piece, the whole world as we know it and beyond. And that's why we want to work with men and women who are at the top of their game, because we know we can take them even further and start to create some really amazing things, not just the same old, but something new, but from within an existing shell that everyone recognises.
It's for individuals leading businesses, so the CEOs at the top level and anybody in that executive level position who has a responsibility for leading teams and departments. Because yes, we know that actually if we create that change within them, or as I say, we're not asking them to change, we're actually asking them to be more of themselves and to liberate themselves from the constraints of the culture they might find themselves in. Then of course that ripple effect begins to take shape across the whole organisation.
Well, the current paradigm is all about the glorification of busyness, and actually you never learn anything in the kind of chung 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 chung. It's just running to keep up or trying to hold on to it, control it. No, you can't control anything. I mean, look at the weeds coming up through the pavement, for heaven's sake. And it's the same in your corporate world or wherever your business is. So it's that learning how to let go and recognising that you have a much greater impact from that place than you do from the place. Is absolutely linked to the bottom line and getting results. And actually it's all so much easier when you come from that place, and people love being in that environment. And when you love something, you give more, don't you? You give your 110%. So that's how it works. Your people are more productive, but because they choose to be, not because you've coerced them. You must do this, if you don't do this you won't get your bonus. I mean, that's so bollocks basically, isn't it?
To be bold and to be brave and to be daring.
Just do it and go for it.